Let's be honest. We know how the story is going to end. The great big boat hits a great big iceberg, the band plays on the deck, and the ship goes down. So you might wonder, why should you bother reading a book published way back in 1955 about an event that has been documented to death? Well, the answer is simple. Walter Ballard's A Night to Remember is still the absolute gold standard of Titanic storytelling. Now, if you've only ever watched the James Cameron movie, you really owe it to yourself to read the source material that inspired it. Lord doesn't write this like some kind of dusty history textbook filled with dry statistics, hull measurements, stuff like that. Instead, he writes it like a minute-by-minute thriller. From the very first page, where the lookouts are peering into the pitch-black Atlantic, the tension is absolutely immediate. Now, why is this book so good? Well, the magic of the book lies in the research. Lord wrote this while many Titanic survivors were still alive, and he interviewed over 60 of them. Because of this, the book is packed with human details that you really just can't make up. Now, the atmosphere he creates, he captures the surreal calm of the night. You actually feel the vibration of the engine stopping. You see the first-class passengers playing with chunks of ice on the deck, joking about souvenirs, completely unaware that they have just maybe a couple hours to live. Now, Lord jumps between the bridge, the stokehold, the passenger cabins. You get the perspective of the wealthy aristocrats refusing to get into lifeboats because it's too cold. And you get the confusion of the immigrants in steerage who had no idea whatsoever where to go. The book does a really good job of highlighting agonizing what-if moments. What if they had binoculars? What if the water wasn't so calm? What if the California and a nearby ship had kept their radio on? What if the people in the lifeboats had picked up survivors in the water? You can't tell. Now, the writing style, it's punchy, it's journalistic, and it's totally gripping. It's a relatively short read. You can certainly finish it in a weekend, maybe in 3 or 4 hours. But short as it is, it packs a whale of an emotional punch. Lord Mass strips away myths and legends to show you the real people who are involved, the heroes, the cowards, everybody in between. Now, even though we know the ship sinks, the pacing is so tight that you find yourself hoping irrationally that maybe this time help will arrive. I'll tell you what, this thing is one heck of a book. Definitely recommend it. You get a tremendous sense of doom and suspense and everything. And I really think it's worth your while picking this thing up. I'll see you next week.